Hey guys, Footy Manager TV here. Welcome to episode number 20 of my Leeds United FIFA 16 career mode series. And in today's episode, we're going to be getting more into the preseason. Of course, the preseason competition as well. We're going to get a chance to test our current squad, see who's good enough and everything like that, because we're already transfer listing some players. Couple lads that came back from being on loan last season that just aren't quite up to the ability we need. Their skill attributes are just not good enough. You can't have that at Premier League level. They're just not going to be good enough simply for the English Premier League. So again, another training session here to get some decent ratings. Amaral, I do want to train him well. Some people say there's a chance of overtraining him and he can stunt his potential and growth. But the thing is, he's already decent rated and I want to keep developing him, especially that stamina. I think it's more important that stamina to be decent. And obviously his potential is going to stay the same. I haven't really experimented with that, like players growth stunting and everything like that. I'll have to see, but I'll get that with experimenting. We'll see how he goes through this career mode. But here we're going to negotiate for a couple players. You saw Bamba as well. 3 million we negotiated. Ideally don't want to let him go. Well, I may do if the offer is good enough. That's the thing. He's a really strong centre-back. He's one of the strongest centre-backs in the game, actually, like high 80s attribute. For his strength, but also Jeffren as well, who he signed on a free transfer last season. So it would be good to make a bit of profit, especially for a team like Leeds United. If it was a big team, like $1 million profit wouldn't seem as much, but for a team like Leeds United, it would be good. But something that is not good, Victor Valdez is playing for the national team, is playing for Spain over this preseason time, so we can't use him. We're still going to be stuck with Turnbull, who's going to be the backup goalkeeper for the season. I don't see the point in wasting any of our transfer budget on signing another backup, as, yeah, we don't really need him. We don't need a backup goalkeeper. Victor Valdez should play for the entire season, and again, just to prove all the settings, I don't use the sliders. I never touch the sliders. I actually never have ever since they were added into FIFA, and of course, still playing on Legendary. It's going to be a tough season, no doubt, in the Premier League, but I am up for it. And here we are with our first chance in this friendly game. Kovalenko, good strike there. It's going to go back to him. He's going to win the header. He started really well, set it up for Wood, and Wood goes bang, and we continue where we left off last season with an early goal. Just took us 15 minutes to score, and Kovalenko, he won it once again. But how about that strike from Chris Wood? I don't think any goalkeeper would have saved that. That was just a perfect strike. Just hit it well. It fell for him very nicely as well for it to sit up. It was a great opportunity. Mackinock, I'm pretty sure I played against him last season. So I think he was out on loan because I'm pretty sure we played against him. And that's a penalty. Once again, FIFA and the rubbish penalties. Again, I'm trying not to be biased, but you got to say, just look at this and see what you think. He tries and volleys it, and then he falls. How is that a penalty? I'm pretty sure I'm just trying to give an honest opinion about that, but that's never a penalty. He tries to take a shot, then he falls. I barely even touched him. He fell by himself. And then he steps up for the penalty, and he hit it straight at Turnbull. Definitely anticipated that well. I knew we were going to go straight. I just had a feeling anyway. And it looks like we're going to finish off this game until 90 minutes BS. What were my players doing? I tried to clear the ball. I tried to clear it away, but two of my players just collided. And that penalty and that goal, of course, they didn't score from the penalty, but just look at this here. I tried to make the interception, and look at that. It's just ridiculous, the intelligence of the players in FIFA sometimes. It's very, very frustrating because you should have went away with the 3 points, and now it's going to end like this, and we're going to get 1 point from the game, opposed to the 3 we really should have gotten. But anyway, move on. Can't get too mad about it. Just a preseason. I still count them as friendlies, really. Of course, you'll get some money, even if you get knocked out. Even if you don't make it past the group stages, you still make some money. So you can't really complain too much. But it's important. Like I mentioned, Leeds United. We don't have the most money in the world, but I'm pleased with the amount we do have. Like I showed you, 15 million as our budget for the season. that's pretty good, and that offer for Bamba wasn't accepted. Louis Coyle, we're going to accept this because those kind of players, those around 60 rated players, when you have them transfer listed, sometimes you don't get many offers for them, so I'm just going to accept it. Decent enough. Munir is a guy I'm eyeing because his contract is expiring in 12 months, so I can get him probably below his value at a decent price. He'll be one of our better players if he comes in, and he's got a bit of potential in him as well. Victor Valdes still missing, so he's going to miss the entire preseason, I would imagine. And next up, we've got Ingolstadt, one of my FM saves, obviously one of my series currently on YouTube as well. So this was a very interesting game. I thought I had a bit of an upper hand because obviously I have a bit of a knowledge of their players from my Football Manager saves. I know the style of the players as their attributes would be fairly similar in FIFA, so I thought I stood a good chance to get a much needed win after we failed to win the previous one, which was really disappointing. But here they're looking to whip in across. That's Hartman, actually. I sold him in Football Manager, and he gives it to Kachunga, who's almost the opposite. I definitely didn't sell him. He's smashing in goals for me, and he shows that there, so I'm not too surprised that he was able to find the back of the net. Yeah, really good from the header there. But I guess we'll never know. Like, goals conceding, I'm not taking too serious because our best goalkeeper, Victor Valdes, is not just clearly better than Turnbull. He's just miles better, like 83 rated compared to like 66 rated. So different. But now Rolando Aarons, can we get a goal back? And somehow we give away a foul. This is what I never understood. Why is this in FIFA? How do you give away a foul when you have the ball? Like, you can't tackle your opponent if you have the ball. And it's not a foul anyway. It's using strength, even if you say that. Like, what is that? How is that always a foul? Well, not always a foul. Like, how many... Like, it happens a lot of times. Like, does strength exist in FIFA? Are you allowed to use strength and ball control, like balance on the ball as well? Use your balance as a player. What's the point of it? And this actually happened. 10 minutes left in the game, and they were actually time wasting, running to the corner in a friendly game pretty much. And even it's preseason competition. Again, is this serious? This would never happen in real life. I did pretty well not to give away a foul there and won the challenge. But I don't know. I feel like I'm already getting frustrated with a lot of things and it's just preseason. Is that really realistic? Teams time wasting in essentially a preseason game, a preseason friendly game, and running to the corner. Really? And because of that, we're probably not going to make the knockout rounds now. Really disappointing. But now the counter was 1.1 million, and we are going to go ahead to accept that for Jeffren above his value, and I just don't feel, and he's another one, he's another one I don't feel that will make an impact this season in the league because of his really low stamina. It's like in the 40s, isn't it? Like 46, something like that. So, he won't really be the player we need. We need players being available and not being tired all the time, pretty much. And look at that from Cook. A training. So he develops a bit exactly what we need. And Louis Coyle accepted. Not really huge news there because he wasn't a player for us in the first season, really, that we used. Obviously, only being 60 rated around that anyway. So, Sassuolo, we're going to have to win this game and rely on other teams in the other games. So, don't really know what's going to happen. You're going to have to find out. But I'm just treating it as preparation for the Premier League. I wasn't really, especially after the loss, like this game here, I wasn't, because it's in other teams' hands as well, even if we do get the victory. I was just, treating it as another game to get ready for the Premier League. And again, with Galloway also, giving him a chance at centre-back to see, he's a left-back who can play centre-back as well. He can play two positions. So I want to see how he goes, how he does as a central defender, and if we can play both him and Taylor in the same team. Obviously, Taylor, left back, that's his position. Could potentially play left midfield if I needed him to, but again, making some rotations. I'm really disappointed I couldn't give Victor Valdes a run, though, just to see how he goes and see how we can defend with a quality goalkeeper, especially compared to the players in our squad. But unfortunately, not too much happened in the first half again, but there's always going to be a highlight in injury time. You see Pellegrini there, plays it through, and now it's Berardi. He takes the shot, and that was a well-worked goal. Can't complain about that. That was actually a really good goal by Sassuolo. Worked pretty well. And don't forget, we're playing against decent teams here, and we haven't really made moves of players yet, apart from, I say we've made Charlie Austin. He's the only signing we got on the pre-contract that's playing today. Victor Valdez, who knows? He might have been able to make the save there. I guess, yeah, we will never know. So as I mentioned already, I'm not too concerned about goals conceded because, our best goalkeeper is not playing today. But we do press on here. We apply the press in attack. And then we create it for Wood, who missed the first opportunity there. The goalkeeper saved it. It wasn't the great shot, or greatest shot, I should say. And he was able to finish on the second attempt. So it was good. I was happy about that. And, the press I apply always, press on in attack, get players forward, put the pressure on their defenders for the most part, and then make the challenge. We have the numbers forward. And then Chris Wood scores his second goal in the European International Cup. Very important. Even though it's like a draw wouldn't be enough anyway. We had to still attack and go after another one. We got Aston Villa to kick off the league season as well. That's going to be coming really, really quickly. Like that did as well. 69th minute goal just to rub it in a bit more to make it 2-1. Bit disappointing if we finish it off with a loss, especially. I thought if we could draw against them, because all these teams are in their top divisions. They start in them anyway. I don't know if they've got relegated in real life, but I would imagine they would be because we got partnered with them in the preseason competition. So that was very disappointing. It ends as a disappointing preseason competition, but again, I'm not too mad about it, or I'm not too concerned about it. It's not going to affect us in the league, I'd like to think, because we're still going to have Valdez coming back, and we still get money as well. We get 864k. That's pretty good for not really doing too well in those games. So we get Valdez back for the league games, and plus the signings we're going to make with about 16 million now. So I'm pretty happy. What we have to play with in terms of transfer funds anyway. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Drop a like, maybe leave your thoughts on the games and the goals I conceded and that penalty that shouldn't have been a penalty. But yeah, do you want to see another episode shortly? If so, drop a like on the video, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and I'll see you guys next time.